Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back to Journal Me Crazy. I know I'm trying to see. Crud. I know. Yep, it is. Okay. I had a message come through, and of course, I was trying to turn the phone on, and I can't see if it's really recording or not, but it is. Okay. All right, now. So we're going to do some quick and easy mask make today. It's another busy day. So I'm using this, our family tree from Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby. I got it February this year because I liked the kind of muted colors that are in there. And we're going to use this page because I had these, and of course I need 2 more because I got 6. I think I have 6 journals over there. I don't know. I didn't count. Let me look and see if I can even see with my baskets. Oh, it looks like 4, maybe 5. I don't know. But anyway, and then so I have that. Then I grabbed these numbers that I'm going to use from TheJunkJournalStudio, distress numbers, tickets, labels, and more. This is one of her first ones that she did. I mean, it's a great... I mean, you have all kinds of other stuff, but it's a great kit to have with neutral, neutral colors. And now it won't go back in the baggie. I know. What's up with that? There we go. Okay, so we put him aside for now. And then I had these, which I thought would be perfect. I mean, they're not the same, but the same. And then from MyPorchPrints, there's 6 on a page, so I guess that's why I decided I was going to do 6 whatevers. We'll see what we got when we're all said and done. So that's MyPorchPrints. Ouch. I know, got the itchies. Oh, y'all. You know I fight about that Verizon all the time. Well, yesterday they did it to me. I mean, just did it to me. Got locked out. It was bill paying day. So I got locked out of the damn... Where's my thing? Website, 3 inches, to pay the bill. Oh, I was beside myself. Y'all know I was. Which meant I had to drive to Istanbul, better known as Lebanon, because that's where the corporate office is. Yep, and 6. I think we're only cutting these down because, anyway, this is a great journal card here, our family, and then the rest is just whatever. What's over here? Oh, yeah, that's something else. Okay, I know. Gotta get with the program again. Should have did it last night, but I had to go to bed. I was tired. I had a day. So I didn't even eat lunch, because by the time I was done, paying bills and doing everything, it was like 1:15. And I'm like, and if you call Verizon, they charge you $10 to help. And I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. Nobody helps you anyway. So, I pack myself up in the car, drive my happy butt over there, get there at 2:55. Because, it's an hour and 10 minutes almost to get there. So I get there at 2:55. I get signed in. I'm going to ink around here while I run my mouth. And I think do I want it to be a tag? And the answer is yes. So don't even go further. So, so I get checked in. This woman, that's all she can do is check people in. Like I said, there's no need to have, let me see who was in there. One guy that was helping, a girl and a trainee. This other girl, the one that checked you in, and then 2 people that came in from out back after about 45 minutes who might have helped 2 people with questions. And then they went back and, went back to the side and started chit-chatting. Oh, my God. Anyway, there is no need to have employees who cannot help you. So, what time I got helped? I mean, oh, yeah, they did do other people, but they took like almost an hour with every person in there. Everybody's sitting around. And this one poor guy that was after me, all he wanted was some printout for something. I don't know what it was for, but it was a printout. Which, of course, the girl at the door couldn't help him with. So, you know, after 45 minutes, I'm beginning to think, am I still on the list? Because people have come in through the door and then, you know, had questions. And like the chunky girl, this other woman came, she goes, oh, you're back so soon? I mean, she helps all these other people. And, you know, this other person, she was done, so she finished with her. And then recognizes this other lady. And, you know, I'm like, oh, because now I'm pissed. I'm 45 minutes. My turn. And I just need to get unlocked out of my flipping phone, my computer. And I need to pay the damn bill because it's due yesterday. So she's like, oh, well, you know, blah, blah, talking about this new phone that she got. So, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just, I'm trying to be nice, but inside I'm like, oh, piss me off. So, this is 65-pound paper, and it's textured like linen. It's nice paper. But, you know, we don't need all this family tree stuff. But you don't want to waste the paper, so you just chop it up and make tags with them. Cover it up. So this other lady, who's, you know, comes in and is sitting on the side, she's like, this is just ridiculous. That's all I know. I said, I've been here 50 minutes. She's like, what? Oh, yeah, they told me there'd be a 15 to 20 minute wait. Lie. And, so she's like, oh, she says, the last time I was here, I waited over an hour. And I'm like, every time I have come, it's been truly an over an hour wait. And oh, it's just like pull teeth. But they're one of the corporate offices, and there's no point in coming to the one in here in town for anything because they don't want to do shit for you. Trust me, these other people don't want to do shit for you either. But, oh, so 1 hour, 10 minutes. Finally, the girl and the trainee comes around, and she's like, Candace? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're inking these. I'm like, yeah? She's, I'm sorry for the wait. I'm like, yeah, me too. And, and the other girl said, this is so-and-so. She's in training. And I said, oh, well, I'm sure I'll have something that she'll never come across again, which is true. So the lady's like, well, what can I help you with? And I explained to her. I said, I'm locked out of my account at home. And she's like, well, you know, can't you just log in here? I said, I'm locked out of my account at home, my computer at home. Oh, your computer. Didn't say phone, didn't say laptop. My computer. And she's like, I don't know if we can. I'm like, oh, yes, you can. I said, because that man over there did it 2 months ago. Because I was having problems and I couldn't get in and blah, 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 blah. Even though it hadn't changed the password until yesterday. I had no problems last month paying that stupid bill. Anyway. Yeah, so they got a little pissy, Candace, because I'm just, you know, an hour and 10 minutes to drive there. Then you got to sit there for an hour and 15 freaking minutes. And then you get told, oh, I don't know. Yeah, you're the corporate store. You need to know shit. So anyway, I didn't even do the chickens because I didn't even feel like fighting with that fool. So I got to go do that today. On my way back from getting my hair cut. So, yeah, it's been 7 weeks. But, since I've lost so much hair, she needs to put a little longer, you know, shorter layers in there. But anyway, so the one girl, I told her, you know, about John's phone dying and blah, 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 blah. And she puts on a little thingy. I told her, so I got a battery because my son said it was the battery because it wouldn't, you know, charge. And she's like, well, she puts on things. She goes, I don't think it's your battery. I'm like, how do you know that? She says, because usually it would make this noise because they have that, you know, special charger there or whatever. And she said, let's give it a couple minutes and see what's what. I said, well, can you put the battery in there? Oh, no, we can't do that. I'm like, why? She's like, because all of our phones come with batteries, and when your battery dies, people just get another phone. And I'm like, I don't have $1,000 to throw around every so couple years just to have the latest and greatest technology. I said, all I do was phone, it's true, phone, text, okay, do a little Google search, film. I said, I don't use the phone for what everybody else does in this world. And so the thing still isn't charging. And so this other girl comes across, because, I mean, I'm pissed about them not being able to put the battery in. And, because, now it's 4:30. And she's like, well, you can bring it to I Broke That, and they'll put it in for you. I'm like, well, what's that? She's just over there by the jail. I said, I'm not from here. I said, if you look at my driver's license, because, they make you give their driver's license so they can prove it's you or whatever. And I said, I live an hour and 10 minutes away. I said, I have no idea. She goes, oh, well. The other girl, she's, who couldn't help, pulls up. She goes, well, here's the address. I said, okay. I said, that's, thank you. I said, well, can you find out what time they close? Because I'm pushing it. And she's like, oh, she says, it says on here they're open until 5:30. I'm like, okay. So John's phone still doesn't pop open or nothing. And they're like, well, we're sorry, we can't help you. I'm like, anyway, y'all know what I said. And I did. I told him, I said, this really just chaps my ass. I said, every time you have a problem, I said, you come over here. And I said, nobody wants to help you. And, I said, it's always, well, we weren't trained on that. I said, well, I said, no. I said, not everybody has disposable income to where they can, upgrade or buy another phone so you guys can make your spiffs and bonus monies and stuff like that on upselling phones. And I said, my husband died. I said, I am living on peanuts. And I said, I can't afford it. And I said, and all y'all do is, bleed customers to death. And then you don't want to do anything as far as customer service to even help them. And I mean, I wasn't loud. I was just, had a little tone. And the one girl says, oh, I agree with you. I'm like, whatever. So anyway, well, the other girl, the one that's been there for a little bit, she's like, what's your phone number? Because, I mean, they can't log in because John's phone's dead. That's my whole problem. You can't log in or do anything with Verizon because it's connected to his number. Well, his phone is dead. And it's, even though my number is on the account, you still can't, do whatever because it's not the primary number on there. Even though I've brought death certificates and all the other stuff, got, everything's changed, all that stuff, you would think that they would just flip over the primary. No. That would just be too freaking easy. We're not underneath the plan. It's just, and that's why we pay, so much. But I'm getting ready to get over that since I can't get into his phone. And anyway, so, she goes in there, she's like, enter your password. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I enter the password. Well, by God, if it doesn't take the password on my phone, but something over here in the house isn't. Oh, I hate computers. I hate them. Just give me back the days of the old-fashioned stuff, because they're a pain in my butt. So she sets me up to log in underneath my number with a different password so I can go on there through my phone only, which I'm not going to remember this. Come next month, I'll be like, oh, why the hell can't I get in here? Da-da-da. And then, anyway, maybe I have to go put a little sticky note on there. But anyway, she got me in and got me logged, got me another thingy so I can get in. So I paid my damn payment. Well, of course, I had to use another credit card, which I hate. That's what started all this off in January, was the credit card shit. And, and them being able to charge me $65 for 4 months for being a bad girl, for being late that 1 month, because I did not know, because John didn't leave me notes as to who got paid with what. Anyway, I hate Verizon. And then it's just, you're held hostage. I mean, I hate it. I hate being held hostage. So then, you know, I bebop over to the You Broke It store. Oh, y'all. You know, as much money as you charge, and you got a freaking electric vehicle outside being charged up to your building, you need a bigger place. You need some shelves and to be organized. I mean, Lord have mercy, it's got to be a IT computer nerd world type thing to where your shit is everywhere. How you can keep up with customers' crap, I don't even know. Because I walked in there, I'm like, oh my God, it's John's workspace again. And so they were going to charge me $45 to put this battery in. I'm like, oh my God. And I did, because I was shocked. I figured 25, not 45 minutes, $45 for a 5-minute job. So, but of course, in between, they're answering the phone. He's on the phone. Customers are coming in. He's handling them. So I'm there for another hour. And then it turns out that, well, I ordered the wrong battery. I needed a S10e. I ordered an S10, even though that's what, when you log into your phone settings, it tell you what kind of phone you have. I looked at the instructions on there, and that's how come I ordered what I ordered, because that's what it said I needed. Anyway, I definitely I know these are just, like I said, are going to be simple. I want to make sure that that's not going to be, and I guess that's going to be a good flower right there. Okay, so we'll just start right there. So, so I'm waiting, and they have 2 kids in there in the front they're playing, they're doing good, but I mean, I was there for an hour, if not longer. Because let me see, I got home at 7, so I got out of there at 6. Yeah, I was there about an hour. And so they're literally in a 3x3 area on the floor playing. Well, you could tell they're brats. And it's just because they're not taken care of very well. They're young, 3 and 4, 3 and 5 tops, 4 and 5 tops. And, Lord have mercy. Anyway, we're not going to go there. So, you know, the guy, like I said, is trying to do, and he's like, oh, you got the wrong battery. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I have one of those. He said, let me put it in there. And he says, not much more than what you paid for it. And I'm like, whatever, you know, because, oh yeah, when he told me how much it was going to cost to do, he's like, well, is that okay? I just need you to sign, you know, agree. And I'm like, well, I said, I'm kind of being held hostage. I mean, that's what I said. And that's what I felt like, because anyway, so he goes in there and he's doing stuff. Like I said, he's taking phone calls. People are coming in, blah, 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 blah. And I'm standing in my little 2x2 corner, because, you know, I take up more than a space. So luckily nobody had to go into the bathroom, because I was standing in front of the one bathroom door, and because there's no room in there. And so, you know, the little boy was talking to me, because I was just trying to make conversation, because I was bored. I mean, I slapped bored. And they had a little puppy and a little, you know, doctor kitten. I'm like, what y'all doing? He's like, well, he's a real evil dog. We're trying to take his DNA. I mean, he was, you know, the little boy was intelligent. Using some big words. You can tell he watches TV a lot and some murder mysteries and stuff, because he was throwing some of them words out. And then the little girl, like I said, she's a little brat. She's like, whatever his name was, I forget. We're not supposed to be talking. And he's like, oh. I said, I'm sorry, it was my fault. I was asking him a question, because I was just trying to pass some time. I was wondering what the heck they were doing, and how the dog was doing, and, you know, is he having surgery? You know, stuff that a mom does. Oh. So, well, she ends up breaking her pencil that the sheriff's department had brought, because they're right across the street from the jail. And so she's all, Mama, 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 Mama. And I'm like, your mom's on the phone. She looked at me, she goes, I know that. And I'm like, well, bitch, I'm going to tell her, bitch, you need to shut up then. But, I mean, don't cock your little 4 or 5-year-old eyes at me and give me sass. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, my God. So, after her mom was on the phone, the dad came out there after he heard me say that. And he said, and he wasn't even really polite about it, that when mom and dad are working and we're on the phone, that you don't interrupt us and you don't talk to customers, and you don't, I was like, so the little girl just did her little pout face, turned around and fluffed down and put her back to me. Well, that's what you get for being sassy, but but the little boy, he still did talk to me, because anyway. But she was all pissy, and she broke the pencil herself, because she's one of those ones that needs some attention and affection and isn't getting it, so she'll take negative. And there was only 2 pencils. Her brother had one, she had one, and she broke her. I saw her do it, just snap break it, and then oh, my pencil broke. Oh, well, you shouldn't have been a bitch, heathen. So anyway, so he comes back out and he's like, well, it's not the battery. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it? He's like, it's something to do with some interior, with the charging mode, that there's a wire a shortage in there, wire thing that's probably come loose, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, now, we have to get it soldered. And he said, the guy that does mine won't be back here till Saturday, and he does it for 12 different shops. He says, so you're looking at a couple of weeks to get that in. He says, you're looking at about $250. And I'm like, oh my God. Like I said, they're very pricey. And I hate that those people can hold that over other people's heads, because, they make it sound like it's, and I'm telling you, anyway, John could have fixed it in 5 minutes. So, and he's like, well, he says, is there a SIM card in here? I said, well, I'm guessing. I don't know. So he goes in there and he pokes it out, and he's like, oh, he said, well, there's a SIM card in here. He said, this part, whatever that other thing is, he said, that's what holds all your pictures that's in your phone. He said, this white side, the SIM card, he says, that's what gives the phone your phone number. He said, so if you have an older phone at home, you could just pop this in here, and his phone number will work. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, for real? He's like, yes, ma'am. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And so I'm like, well, how much to owe you? He's like, nothing. I said, are you sure? I said, because you did take, and I mean, I don't expect you to do it for free, but I don't expect you to charge me $45 for something that you didn't give me no damn customer service, and one-on-one that, I'm being bounced around like a rubber balloon. So, I left there with that. So now I got to find his older phone, which, last year I saw it. I don't know what I did with it, because we don't throw them away. We have like 3 drawers or 3 spots that old phones go. Just like the remote control drawer that's got 50 flipping remote controls in there. That I don't even know who goes to what, or how, I don't even know what they're for. They're just in the drawer. Because once again, no instructions were left. Oh my God. So anyway, so I got out of there, and I'm telling you, I had a headache. My shoulders were tense. I was just, so I'm like, and I was starving because I didn't eat lunch because I had to hurry up and get there, because I knew it was going to be an ordeal. And so, oh my God. And so, it was a hunger headache and a stress headache, but I was starving. And, but I knew that, and I was like, oh, well, I'm over here. I'll just go to Outback, because I figured I would have been out and done everywhere and blah, blah, blah. I had all this time. No. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to Outback, because I won't enjoy it. And I got to hurry up and get home, because, I got to stop and get gas. I got to, get home in time for Rusty, and to feed them, do his medicine. And I was pushing it because of how late it had gotten. And so I'm like, well, let me go to Chick-fil-A. Oh, I got to remind myself, no. Because they don't have Splenda packets. They had this pump crap. Well, it is not Splenda. You just lie all you want, because it has a whole total different flavor, which ruined my tea. Now, their sandwich was decent, because that's one thing I don't like going to that one in Lebanon, because their chicken titties are the lower quality, and they're bad. But I got a good one. So I was being watched after because I had such a stressful all afternoon. And so I ate my stuff, got my cookie, and then threw my tea in the trash because it was gross, and drank my car temperature water because I was thirsty. But the waffle fries were hot. Sandwich was hot. It's actually a good Chick-fil-A, other than the Flippin' tea. I know I'm going to have to start carrying Splenda in my flipping purse like a little old lady, but I don't plan on going there again. It's been a year since I go there because every time that's my problem. Anyway, so, you know, I start heading home. Well, by God, if there wasn't a huge accident. Holy Toledo, you know, at one of the intersections that go to the gas station, because I was going to get gas. And I'm like, well, I'll just turn around this, you know, and go back on this other way and get back to it. So I did. And, because, I mean, man, there were tow trucks, police cars, and everything. I'm like, oh, thank God I wasn't in that. And, so I go in there, get my gas. Well, I found a nickel on the ground, so, you know, of course I picked it up. Oh, man, this nickel has been drove over. He is all scratched, but hey, he's 5 cents. He'll still spin. I always pick up change. But anyway, so I'm like, you know, I haven't bought a lotto ticket in a while, and I had left the pump, you know, because I always leave the pump going if I got to run into the store, and that's the only thing that I ever do is if I'm going to buy a lotto ticket. So I go in there, and I'm totally forget I left the gas pump in the thing. So I hop in the car. I know. I hop in the car, put my nickel in my, oh no, put my nickel in my change bucket in the console, and I swear, I don't even swear, I promise you, I almost cranked, well, I did crank the car on, and the music started playing, and I thought, I don't think I took the gas thing out. So I get out, go around, and I'm like, oh my God, because it was almost one of those drive away with the gas thingy in the car. So I did have to thank God for that one, because man, oh my Lord, I mean, that was my third good thing for the day. So I'm like, well, girl, you better get home because you've already used your stuff up. So I bought myself home, and oh my God. Oh, but yeah, rough yesterday. Okay, so I think I want to put some gold splatters on here, and I don't know if I'm gonna I might put a fabric topper on there, but again, it's going, it's going in the, ouch, what just fell on my ankle? Oh, my 1909 book that I did not put up yesterday. Oh, that hurt. Anyway, because we're going to put them in those journals, and I'm not sure what fabric scrapper topper I need, so we're just going to put them on here and do some splats, because it just needs a little extra something. So then, you know, I got home at 7:15 last night, and I was like, oh, I really need to go do the chickens. I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing chickens, because I could not fight that rooster again, y'all. I have to fight him today, but I could not fight him yesterday. So, anyway, they just had to live off of the land. Oh, come on. There we go. But, man, I mean, oops, that was a big blob. Oh, well. So, yeah, so, you know, all my parts are in for the four-wheeler, which, you know, the guy's like, oh, yeah, we'll get you, you know, I'll be back. Just let me know when you get them. He said, I'll be back within a day or two. So I texted him yesterday, he's like, oh, well, I got this, that, and the other, maybe Thursday, and, or, you know, today. And I'm like, well, I said, I have an appointment on Wednesday. I said, I'll be gone from 1 to 3. And he's like, oh, well, he says, we'll get you worked in this week. I don't want to be worked in sometime this week. I want you to get your butt down here and fix my thing so I can make a move on, because it is going to rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then they have, you know, the lightning in there again. So guess what? I got to call the foundation people again, because it's going to be pouring down rain on Monday when they're supposed to be here, which I can't move all that stuff in the rain. Oh my God. I just want something done. Have I heard from that attorney? Hell no. I haven't had time. But anyway. Okay, I gotta find a home for these to sit while they dry. Well, I guess we could, I don't know. Anyway, what's that over there? Okay, those are gonna be quick and easies too. Oh, but man. So, you know, last night I'm trying to read how to handle an aggressive rooster. And they're like, wear thick jeans, wear tall boots. And I'm like, well, that's what I have to do, because he comes at me. I mean, just, oh. And even though it's freaking hot out there, I got to sweat up, put all these daggum clothes on, and hot boots, just to feed them damn chickens. Which, you know, Alan's called and left a voicemail. When are you going to be ready to get these chickens? When your coop's going to be done? God damn, take a number. I mean, I'm not going out there when it's pouring down rain. And no. Okay, enough of that wine. So we're going to do the same thing here, I think. Then we're going to do, oh, no, I put 4x6 spaces. Okay, because there's only 6 in here. This is all that came in here. This is another page from the 12x12 pad. And so these are the flowers that are in there. So, and I figured 4x6 would be what my thing. So here we go, thingy. Oh man, but yeah. Oh, I still, anyway. I hate this give me your money and I give you shit world. Oh, and people's attitude. I understand that, you know, I'm sure they don't want to be there either, but by gosh, you're getting a job. You're in an air-conditioned place. Be kind to the customers. Lord have mercy. Not everybody was born with a flippin' device in their hands. There's still a lot of us old people out there who need a little TLC, some patience, and some explanation as to what you are doing. So in case we gotta do it again, we'll do it. And that's, I told the girl, so I said, what did you do? She goes, oh, I don't know. I just this, that. And I'm like, ah. And that's what I hate, is that they don't show you. Anyway, enough whining. Tuesday's over. Today's Wednesday. Tuesday's gone in the wind, as Whatchy Dinky, words go this way, Leonard Skinner would say. Okay, so now we just got to see who's going to go on here. Okay, so this one is kind of, get over here, skinny, but I don't know. don't really like him on there. Oh, okay. All right, you. Nope. Possibility. You're just gonna go in the middle. Now I got Tuesday's Gone in the Wind in my head. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Ooh, I know I got the itchy hands. All right, so which means, oh my God, it is. Yep, songs are rolling on. Train roll on. Oh my gosh. I tried to stay up, I don't know when it was. On Access TV, they had a documentary of Leonard Skinner. I didn't realize it was like a 4-hour thing. I couldn't hang. I had to go to bed. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Just, I'm just imagine how much more music people would, would have made if they weren't gone. Oh, because they made such good music. All right, I'm going to look on here and see if this is what I want. And then, and I'm thinking that I honestly might be allergic to Downy, because I have been itching ever since I started putting it in my laundry. Granted, the laundry smells better, but I've got the itches. I know, see, well, we just have to do him a little, okay. I know, let me get these cut. Okay, well, yeah, I need them cut so I can know where, before I stick the... Okay, so let me put you on pause while I cut these labels out, and I'll be right back. Ouch, that was me. Okay, ouch, I'm back. I got them inked, and now we're getting ready to put them on. I know, I'm just putting them, they're sticky, so we'll be good. Oh, you can see the texture of the linen cardstock behind there is so pretty. I like that when it happens. I know. And these are just called Flowers and Poems. Decorate Your Life. Anyway. Ooh, is that a... Oh, look at that. I thought it was printed on the thing. Well, that's a awesome score to use for decorating something. I'm still singing Tuesday's Gone. Oh my gosh. Don't stick. Give me a minute. Well, that's where you're going to be. My baby's gone in the wind. Okay, and you are going to have to go a little over there because I need my thingy here, or do I want it? Nope, that way. Okay. Oh. No, I don't want to give up my geek go. I think that's going to go in the tropical bird island, or I don't know. Both of these are tropical, but this has got more of the bright colors. And I do want to round the edges to soften them. Whoops! As I color crayon on myself. It's going to 86 today. Ugh. It was 84 yesterday. I know Karen's over there having a nice winter in Australia. Oh, I wonder how the hey you guys in the upper northern states, how's that, the fires? Did they ever get the fires under control? I know I hadn't seen anything about that. Oh, I love these. I mean, they're just simple, but so cute. Ah, don't take my thing. I know. There we go. Oh, and then it says, you know, the little phone thing, it just says, tree pollen, extremely high. And I'm like, I know, my eyeballs are itching. Because everybody's out there, you know, cutting hay, fluffing it, you know, because it's a multi-step thing, and then baling it, and oh my gosh, all that crap just blows everywhere. And it kills us people who are allergic to it. Okay, now I guess we'll use we'll use some white. Oh, I gotta do the round the corners. So they won't be so harsh. Uh-oh. Those different sizes. I better put them in here by themselves. That one's good. That one's good. I lucked out. Alright, that one's good. Let's just not be greedy. I know this video is going to post a little late. Well, sorry. Like I said, just behind as usual. And like by the time I got home last night, I was not in the mood to come down here and get a video for today. So I got up this morning, you know, after I did the dogs and everything else, and you are not straight, and came down here. And said, oh, we'll do this. They're quick and easies, and I can get a couple things made. Oh. And by the way, the people at that computer repair shop, when you're making the money that you make and you charge what you charge, get you a babysitter for those kids. I mean, come on. Oh, yep. My card flapped in the wind. That's what causes that. Oh, I didn't mean to pick him. So now I gotta pay attention. Okay, so this is where I know we won't be able to do this long because I'm going to need, you know, this. But you need you need a little extra because it's flapping the wind because I put too much, you know, in two different places. So when you whack here, back here is going boop, 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 boop in the wind. That's what causes that. But, well, oh, that's cute. So let's see if we can get these done. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, let me hold it stiff. Get the top. And then this is where, remember, I used like paper clips to sure it up. So when you whack it, you don't get the vibration. Oh. I don't think, let me see if I can. I know everybody's always wanting to know. Uh-oh. See, my thing doesn't. My phone, my arm doesn't reach that far. And I whack on the edge of the table, and like I said, it just doesn't, it won't bend any further. Oh, I know. So I'm just going to put this on to weight the page down so it doesn't vibrate when I'm whacking. And then let's see if I can do this that way. And I like it on the edge of the table, but that's basically what I'm doing. You saw a little hanging over there. And then you can always take your thumb and tap it down a little bit more. Oh man, my eyeball. I gotta be able to get it on the edge of the table to give it a whack. I just can't do it on the edge of the thingy. It's gotta be on the edge of the table for me. I'm trying to find homes for them to sit. Okay, 1, 2. I know we just need this right here. 1, 2. Oops. 3. That one, and then you. I know I couldn't find my top. And there's that one. So, let's see if we can get all of our fun stuff. And I'm going to push my camera back up. This is where he needs to be. Oh, see, now I've messed my camera up. Okay, there we go. Oh, maybe not. Well, psh. Okay, let's see if we can get... move this out the way. And some of these down here. Darn it. I know I'm going to have to put this a little on there so we can get to see some of the bottoms. Then we have you and you. And I know, just set him over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5. There's another one floating around somewhere. Oh, I see him. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 of those. Okay. So, well, there you go. We have done some quick mass makes using a 12 by 12 pad piece of paper, a page of cutouts from MyPorchPrints, labels from TheJunkJournalStudio, and 1 pack of clear large flower stickers from the tea place, and some pops of color, and on these we did some gold splatter. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it inspires you, and like I said, you know, get your 12 by 12 pages that aren't your favorite but are still pretty, because you can put a nice flower and some other stuff on there to cover up what it is, and I mean, it's just a tag. Why waste it? So I will see you on the next video. Lots of kisses, lots of love. You'll have a great day and a blessed day, and fingers crossed that me and the rooster doesn't have too bad of a fight today, because yeah, he's driving me nuts. So I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.